Radio August.
Let's go talk to the chief before we go to the next chapter.
With
This is a recap. He'll summarize some of the stuff that we learned.
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Raman and Lexie lied about their alibis. I'm thinking what to do about it. Apparently, Lexie used a Ouija board to get Dorota's name. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night.
So he doesn't know about the
Lots of
travellers.
witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pulled the name Zack Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it.
So he is definitely in the town. Okay. Tonic, you've got a question? Sure. Also, I adjusted the volume. I turned it up a bit because I found it a bit quiet. Does it sound good? It needs to annoy her fiance to get this for her. Check out Dr. Dekker also, if you're into this kind of thing. All right.
Passed out. Perhaps I was the messenger.
Next chapter. Here we go.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
No sexual innuendos there. Lupinia says, my only question right now is who and where is the real Sam? That's right. As you can see below, that's who we were told to transform into, Sam. We don't know who it is. It's a bunch of different faces. It keeps like changing. Pac-Man Leap is saying maybe he does something shady while Violet is out on her drugs, which is why he's burying any leads into her. You're talking about the chief? Could be. Or he's related to her or dating her, or she works for him. Like currently it feels like she's helping with the investigation.
Why were they crushed?
Good question. I do not know.
So we can visit the chief, we can visit Oscar,
I personally just use it to
or we can visit
sheet.
Zack. I kind of want to visit Zack. Zack is the photographer.
Curiosity shop is now closed.
Yeah, because this isn't very resource intensive, right? So you could play it anywhere.
Nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe.
Let's go to visit Zack.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Okay, I thought that would be it. Isn't Violet the one who implied that she knows Sam can shapeshift? Yes. You're right, swear on sticks. She said something about people being like taking on not necessarily different shapes, but like people being able to change. And then she kind of like danced around it by saying people wear masks. So yeah, she kind of implied that she might know. Maybe she's a traveler. Who knows? Are you Zack Weston? You're friends with Violet Gallagher. It is Gallagher with a C. I figured it would be with a G. I don't think I've ever seen it spelt that way. Galache. Or read last night. Are you Zack Weston? Obviously.
Yes. What do you want?
The Shaws hired me. Oh, right. We're supposed to be pretending like the Shaws hired us. He doesn't even, like, if DuPont doesn't know who he is, he's not going to know who DuPont is. So I'm going to go with Shaws hired me.
The Shaws. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
Don't pretend like you don't know her. You've never met Dorota?
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now.
Sure you do. So you photographed her.
For the August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Is it me or is he giving us like some really creepy looks? Did she come to the studio?
No, I went to her house along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
So, this is the point where we could, and I haven't really tried this yet, we can either ask him a question or we can just say stay silent. I haven't really been compelled to like just stay silent yet. I feel like I should just ask the question because it's going to reveal more information, right? In this case. You think he's acting pretty normal? I don't know. He's giving me shifty looks. Tony, feel on you're heading out? Okay. Can't get the app to act right. I'm sorry. I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube so you can watch it there, or you can watch the VOD on Twitch if you'd like. So you know where she lived?
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
See, he looks like he wants to, I don't know. He looks like he suspects us or something. Why wouldn't you ask that? I think there are times where the question could kind of like give away that you might be like a shapeshifter or something. So you have the option at least. Anything normal done in slow-mo will look weird and creepy. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point, Peregrine. Was that the only time you met Dorota? You're friends with Violet. Okay, this is the other questions. Is that the only time you met Dorota?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Oh, pictures. Nice. I'm glad you can get it.
As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
Appreciate the way you read typo well. What? Sometimes you got to let them back themselves into a corner. Agreed. I guess we want to ask him what he sees.
Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
She has a knife in her hand. No, that was like the... Did she have a knife in her hand? Did I miss it? Oh, you typoed the first thing? Oh, it is slow-mo. Yeah. No, I try. I try to... People make typos all the time, so I try to figure out what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you say. Yeah, that's the... What is that called? The cello stick or... What is that thing called? A bow. Yeah, right. Moving thing. A bow. Okay. Yeah, I guess it is basically like a bow. It's like a stick with like string or wire. It's kind of like you could fire an arrow. Did you take any pictures of Dorota? Oh, any other pictures? Because we know that, or we think that he took more intimate pictures of Dorota, right?
What do you mean?
Look at that shit-eating grin he's got on his face. I love the acting in this. You know what I mean. Violet told me. If we say that Violet told me, we're kind of giving her away as a source? What do you guys think on this choice? If we just say you know what I mean, he could still just play coy. You think you know what I mean? One? Bo, yeah. He said, do you notice anything about this pic? Then you're like, no. And he says, well, she's a pretty girl. But all the pics are of her. Yeah. Okay, let's try with you know what I mean.
I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all?
Yeah. I thought he might just stay clammed up. Nice try, though. That's honestly what I was leaning towards. You're friends with Violet.
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
How well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Throwing sticks to saying I thought that would work, yeah. So you're sleeping with her?
I'm sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Oh! Could you I wish there was a repeat button. Where were you last night? Maybe it was with Violet. TMI.
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Man, it's like no one's left where they live. Or where they were. I guess Oscar was playing soccer or football. Working late, can anyone confirm that? Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
That's it. That's all we got. All right.
My immediate reaction was to get up and run down to the garage to check my car.
I don't really have anything to
I was
ask
in such a rush that I let down the last
Oscar, aside from him
nearly
talking
killed
to
myself as I jumped over the family dog, sleeping in the
talking to
kitchen
Braun,
doorway.
right?
I opened the door from the kitchen to the garage and flipped on the lights. I fell
So,
down in the doorway and cried.
Hey Richie,
My car
how's it
was
going?
there.
Congratulations,
It
man.
was
Richie
pristine.
completed his
Just a
couch
nightmare.
to 5K. It was
I was
9
still on
weeks,
the
right?
floor, wiping
From
my
not
eyes as
running
I saw the
to
familiar red and
5K in
blue
9
lights
weeks. That's an
reflecting
awesome
through my
job,
kitchen
dude.
window.
And thanks for inspiring me to do
This should be
5K
a
as
fun
well.
thing to
That was
explore.
honestly helped me out so well. And
I pulled
Lupinia, thank you
myself
so
to
much
my
for
feet
that
and headed towards the door,
for
ready
that
to show the
picture that you
officers my
drew. It
car and
absolutely
prove that
made
it
my
wasn't
day.
real,
Let
just a
me
vivid dream.
post the picture
But my stomach dropped as I opened the
in
door.
chat so you guys can see what I mean.
It had only been moments since I'd made the call. There was no way they made it out to my house.
Look at that awesome picture.
I watched them walk up the driveway.
I
and
love it.
see their mouths
It's so
move.
good.
But it takes a while to hear
Okay,
what
let's
they're
go
saying.
to the
You
guest house
understand?
first.
Your daughter's been in a fatal accident. I'm so sorry. It's only then I dropped the phone. I don't hear the metal frame thunk the ground or the glass shards that splinter from the screen because at that moment, that very moment, she's with me again.
I kind of want to go in opposite order. I tend to go from top to bottom.
Tight.
Let's go bottom to top. So let's visit Lexie first.
Well,
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
I thought they were going to do a reading at 8.
Definitely looks like an alien. And from what I can see, it's like a...
This is brilliant,
alien,
Lupinia. I love it.
suppose, with 2 alien babies.
Are they all going to be busy?
And then-
He's here. Oh, right. So we spoke to Sam we spoke to, what's this guy's name again? Rain as Braun. And we said that he could talk to us about Birmingham. Yeah, rejected. Weren't we hitting on her? Or she was hitting on us, or she thought we were hitting on her, and we kind of confirmed it last time. So let's go straight to Birmingham.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up.
His eyes are so blue.
Started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Okay, I'm going to write this down. Screw it. I'm writing this stuff down. Ginny. African. Birmingham. Its thing.
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Why 3 victims?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Common attribute. Red hair, perhaps? Is Violet going to be another victim? So the Travelers are performing some rites involving 3 people that have similar attributes. In this case, South African. Strange. Tell me more about the Travelers.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
Yeah, it's a incredibly like light blue color. It's almost like the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. I wonder if they had coins in their mouths. Good question. Good question. It's too bad we can't ask them or ask him. Why demons? Oh, you think they're contact lenses? It could just be this. He has naturally light blue eyes. That's why they got him to be in this. Crafty Mutt, you didn't miss much. I spent a lot of the beginning just recapping stuff. I don't think we're gonna get that much from him if we ask why demons. He's gonna say something like, "Well, that's how you would relate to them." I'm gonna ask more about the other worlds.
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
And they can inhabit us.
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
Wow, okay. Blue eyes normally have different hues in them. He doesn't. They look like contacts they did later in editing. It could be. I just don't feel like... Yeah, maybe. Doesn't seem like something that this production would do. Twitch doesn't tell you when I'm live anymore. You got different ways to be notified, Crafty. You got the Discord. You got the Steam group. You got Twitter. You got it all. I do it all. Okay, maybe he can explain it again in more simple terms.
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
So now I'm kind of thinking, did they take over Violet maybe? Because she doesn't remember what she did last night. Do you think the murderer is a traveler?
Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Hey, what do you know about Zack Weston?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota.
What about Dorota?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
He was aware that she was alone every night on Monday. What did he mean by you know what that means?
But you don't feel worthy of it. And it could be you're suffering from imposter syndrome.
Let's speak to
which is
Rain.
actually quite...
No, so
it's
to
actually
Bronwyn.
quite a common thing to suffer from. But what I can say to you, Simeon, is that you need to start believing in yourself. It's very important that you believe in yourself. And
Oh,
if
they get
good things
alone
happen to
time.
you, then please just embrace them. Embrace them. And
So are they
keep moving
implying that
forward and keep striving
he
for the best.
also has a
Only
relationship
you.
with her, not just photographs?
You're
Pac-Man
listening
Leap?
to Radio August. Dark Nights with
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexie's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Really did spread like a virus.
Let's go, Violet. Hey, Shadow! Thank you so much for the raid! Alone time or alone time? Shadow, what's up, Crafty? Welcome, everybody. How was your stream, my man? Let's talk about Zack Weston again.
Do we really have to?
Doesn't seem like a real fan of him, eh? How was your stream, Shadow? He says you're in a relationship. He says you're sleeping together.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
Why doesn't he act like it?
He thinks he's irresistible to women.
I got that impression. Had a great stream, almost done with Tomb Raider. It's extremely creepy, though. There's so many games to play. I do want to start that soon. There's also Hitman 2 coming out next week, which I totally forgot about. Coley Badger, welcome. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Coley Badger? Coley? Yeah, I might... God. I wish I had... You know, I'm building up more energy. I wish I had more energy to stream, like, every single day. I'm really excited for it, too, and I still have to finish the first Hitman. I think I had 2 levels left to do in the first Hitman, so maybe I'll spend a bit of time doing those as well. I'll just do them... I might not do them as a challenge like I did before. I might just do them casually so I can be ready for the second one. Hitman's your next project. I got it. Nice. So is he irresistible to women?
No.
No. Right, Hitman 1 is all included and a little upgraded into Hitman 2 if you own the first game already. Right. Right. So I could do the like remastered levels. Take like 30 minutes each. The way that I was playing the Hitman 2016 was I was doing the Fiberwire challenge. So I turned basically like all of the extra stuff off, like the Witcher sense and all that stuff. And I could only kill the targets. And I couldn't get caught at all. And I had to kill them with the Fiberwire if I could. There were some that I couldn't because of just the way the level was designed. But that was the challenge. And I got through all of the levels, but I think the last one or two. It was like a farm one or something like that. It was really tough. So I just kind of gave up. So maybe I'll just do them regularly. The farm, yeah. Is that the last one or the second last one?
Heard her. They never do. All humans don't want to die. But more than that, humans don't want to be in pain.
I was in our room, right?
So she succumbed to the sickness.
I swear that they went into our room. Let's go talk to him again.
Note on the pillow beside her. Her final bedfellow. Pills don't hurt, right? She'd been like this.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Hitman 2 has co-op sniper missions. Yeah, I saw that. It's because I'm copying the thing down below. The style, see? That's why I have that. Hey, Squidgeneer, what's up? We're going to keep investigating because there's more to do for sure. One of is an Oscar. God, I suspect this guy so hard. That's right. Professional. So does he know Zack Weston?
No. Who's that?
Well, I got some bad stuff to tell you. We gotta shake things up a bit here. He took some photos of Dorota.
Okay, so this Zack guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
Okay, chat. This is up to you. Yes, no, or I don't know. I'm not the killer. Oh yeah, I'm in the game now, so I guess I could be. If this guy had blue hair, he'd look like Ninja. Yeah, I guess so. Honestly, I haven't seen much of Ninja, so I couldn't say it, but I see what you're saying. Of little bit I have seen. We're answering, are we going to tell him if the photographer slept with Dorota? So either yes, we're going to tell him yes, that he's sleeping with Dorota, no, he's not, or we're not sure. Senderon says yes. Senderon wants to shake things up. I'm kind of... Richie's saying no. We don't know. We're not sure, but... It's not necessarily what we know. We're trying to get information, right? If we just say, I don't know, he'll just be like, okay. If we say no, he'll be like, oh, good. If we say yes, who knows what might happen. Roll a 3-sided die. I'm going to shake things up. Yes.
Why did you tell me that? Every time I think of it now, I'm going to see it with someone else.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Did she show you those photos that he took as well? Magical soap bubble, welcome. And how about those boudoir photos that he took of her? Did she show them to you?
What? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Oh, can I see them? This takes place in the 1830s. Well, you know, we've gone this far. No, I mean professional photos.
I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zack Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Oh shit.
Nighttime London sparkles. Arms
I think
wide,
we made a mistake.
I dive from the roof of the Mandela Tower block. Gravity accelerates me towards
let's go to the guest
pavement.
house.
32 stories below. Tenzin taught me that the secret
okay.
was to never hit the
The
ground.
chat's saying, look what you did.
There's a
Things
blue
are shaking
steel
up.
dumpster
But to be honest with
at the
you,
back of the Dream
it was
Time
chat that made me
Hotel
shoot.
on 39th Street, Queens. Was home for a while. Woke up one morning to find Tenzin.
Oh, you think I
rooting
should go?
around
I
in
should
there.
go visit Zack?
Words
Yeah,
were
maybe.
Spoken.
Rain says you've met.
Rain. Yes, the tower reader. Delightful fella, but I couldn't offer him anything. He asked if he could do readings for my customers while they waited. Can't have that, really. It's retail ambush.
Someone said no. I didn't notice that. Did he do a reading for you?
He offered, but I declined. There's no such thing as fate, detective. If there was, you could stop investigating right now. If you're supposed to find a killer, you will. Why put in the effort?
Because we're part of. If you believe in fate, you'd still continue investigating, right? Because like we're fated to investigate and discover the truth. If we don't do it, we're breaking that thing that we're fated to do.
Are infinite realities, he said, and we always
Right?
exist
Does
in
that make
the
sense?
one we believe is most true.
Yeah, then your
The
fate
roof
would
of
be
the
to quit.
Dreamtime Hotel was littered with Tenzin's white cigarette butts.
Just do what you feel like you should be doing.
He gave me one long final grin.
Okay,
And
let's go back
I
to the
believe
guest house
I'm immortal.
and let's do some
I
transformations.
watched him jump.
Although
red
I'm
and
not
gold
sure,
rose
like,
billowing in the
I remember
wind,
last time they
shimmering
said
into
that there
nothingness
was
long before
like
the
limits
ground.
on the transformations.
Scent is
So
always the first sense to return.
I'm a
Salt
bit concerned that
air assaults my
we might
nostrils.
overdo it.
I arrived.
I definitely want to transform into Zack.
I'm Zack Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
And I want to talk to Violet.
Low, arms wide.
Zack! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Everyone's talking about Dorota. Are you happy Dorota's dead?
Why don't you want anyone
Why
to
don't you
see
want
me?
anyone to see me?
Go visit Oscar. I don't think you can leave the guest house.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
I can't remember if you can leave the guest house. But yeah, I might. Game over? Oscar just kills us?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what?
Is that why you killed
her?
I think that might be going a bit too far. That would certainly shake things up. What do you guys think? People like what? Or is that why you killed her? Oh. Fuck. Is that why you killed her?
That's not funny, Zack. What if Sam heard?
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
She didn't deny it. Is she wearing the same thing as the other dude? Which other dude? I don't think she's wearing the same thing as anyone. Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me. Why'd you think that?
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
You were there.
You were there.
No, silly. But I saw the photos.
I tried.
Now, the girl says, and reaches her hand into his chest, grabbing
Do you guys
for
recognize his
something,
voice?
letting something go. It only takes a second. A transfer of energy takes place that can only truly be visualized by travelers from a faraway dimension.
For those of you that weren't
One's
here for the
eyes
last stream.
roll into the back of his skull. He stops moving. The stream flows smoothly in the distance. The girl reaches for something in Lung's jacket.
Maybe we can get Rain to do another reading.
Zack, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Love you too. Okay. Bye.
It's Jesse Cox, who was apparently asked to be part of this game. I don't know if he was involved in like the production in any other way.
She tries to resist the movement, but it's too strong. It darts into the jacket and pulls out a cigarette. She sighs.
I'm gonna visit everyone.
Put the cigarette.
So no answer. Haida, how's it going?
Cough. She looks down.
Wait, they're in the same room?
At Lung and shrugs.
Should we go talk to Zack? Or not Zack,
You're listening to
Oscar?
Radio August. Dark Night.
He's not there.
The Catch. Read by John Mark Clausen.
Okay. Of course,
Ivan
Oscar's not
was
there.
woken
Apparently, we
by the
went
crowing of
into his
cat.
house and saw an
This was nothing new.
empty sofa.
He opened his eyes to find.
Oh, I could visit Zack as Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
In the closet.
Meow was an order. This could only mean one thing.
Not there. God, all the fun stuff I want to do.
She waited for him to stand. Then
I
led him
can't
down
do.
to the kitchen, herding his slow bare feet in dangerously tight circles. Uni was a hunter, and experienced.
Hello, I'm Violet.
We're gonna visit Zack.
I'm Violet.
As Violet.
One robin, several blackbirds, usually downy fledglings with wide beaks and tails that hadn't even grown yet.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota?
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Shit. Let's start with, did you hear about Dorota?
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Look on his face.
Were you local celebrity? Were you sleeping with her?
Yes, were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special.
He's so full of shit.
Not because you won't take off your clothes. I'm expecting that at some point. It's just you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, You're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
Oh, he's so full of shit.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
The trash guy means that you can just skip that dialogue. It's a weird icon to use. It should just say like skip or something, or stay silent. So you can choose to ask the question, or you could stay silent. Something that was kind of like taught to us at the beginning of the game. You're expecting me to take my clothes off at some point too? I was wearing a dress, Crafty Mutt. Isn't that enough for you? Let's, man, should we go for the bluff? I'm gonna go for the bluff. I came over here last night, but you weren't here.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Shit. Yeah, or the invisible thing where it was literally nothing.
Done. The kitten's skull was softer than
What else can we
expected.
do?
It caved easily, the thin bones crackling and fizzing.
I get the impression I'm supposed to move on.
The wet towel stuck to his heel.
Rain's not there.
Bloody mess he'd made, and he quickly replaced it, shutting his eye.
Yeah.
Sight. It didn't work, of course.
The other dude? Which other dude?
As Uni padded over to inspect.
Oh, you mean Oscar?
Blood trickled along the groove.
I don't think I get the impression there's nothing for her to talk to Oscar about, so Oscar won't be there. I can try though.
Uni. He just needed a moment. He sat in silence.
Yeah.
Until
it's kind of like I'm getting a feeling for what they want you to do, and it makes sense like who you can speak to is who, so you're not like just wasting your time.
He shifted onto his knees and lifted the kitten in both hands.
I'm just trying to think, is there another person we could speak to when transformed to someone else that could be interesting? Maybe Dupont. I could speak to Violet. Is Dupont? I could try Zack as Rain.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Doesn't seem quite sure of himself.
As soon as Ivan walked in, I thought I heard something going on, she said, smiling.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already.
Could be Pac-Man.
All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
Could we be any more obvious? At the same time, it's not like you would suspect that he would never suspect that there was someone out there that could transform into other people, right? So it's like, it sounds obvious when we know what we are, but it's not so obvious for someone like in the real world who has no clue that someone like this exists. What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
The one thing I will say about the dialogue that they recorded for this game is the mic peaks. They need to work a bit on their dialogue recording. FMV Friday. I missed a couple FMV Fridays last 2 weeks, so I'm doing a whole week of FMV. Especially this game. Basically, I'm just gonna beat this game for the week. Welcome, Seek. How's it going, buddy? How was your test, dude? Oh, it is Friday. Yeah, that's true. What is the premise? You take on the look of some other people that know each other to question them. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, Haida, we were spoken to by a mysterious guy in a sweet hat, trench coat, and he told us, he gave us the photo of someone and said, you're to transform to this person and like fix some mistake that was made. And he could like control time or something. And he said we have to go here to August, which is the town, and investigate the murder of someone. So that's kind of the premise. Friday, yeah, this whole week is just in Fridays. So
no thanks. Okay.
We'll stay friendly with him.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
So that's
You're listening
interesting.
to Radio August.
So those two
Dark
conspired
Night with
in some
Owen
way.
Monroe. The sprinklers hissed down.
What do you guys think it
I crawled out
was?
of Jimmy's upside-down Toyota.
So now it's
clutching
like
his spare magazine.
Violet seems really
Need to count the bullets.
guilty. Those two seem really
9.
guilty.
Just 9.
Cause like
8 for Emma.
Rain was pretending like he didn't ever want to see Zack
kiss
again,
each
and Zack
bullet for luck
is
as I
pretending
reload
like
Rise into
they
my
did
seat,
something together,
slide
right?
the magazine into the Smith & Wesson.
Are you occupying the
Lock
person
down
that is in the
sirens
left
glare,
circle?
but the
That's who I
cavalry's
look
not coming.
like.
Jimmy's already
Did
dead.
we take over their body?
I am the
I
cavalry.
don't think so.
Dr. Thatcher's black BMW is strewn on its side.
Talking of
Engine
FMVs, anyone
crushed
checked out
against
The Quiet
concrete
Man?
Wall.
I was gonna
It's in far better
play
shape
that
than he
last
is.
weekend, but I was too tired.
I limp past the wreck towards the
Last
exit
Friday.
ramp. At the top,
Shaped
a
as, yeah.
reinforced steel wall now separates
Just to copy
the
that
lab's
person.
underground car park from the
I wasn't.
outside
I thought
world.
about it, and I was like, "That's the way that I originally
with my
thought about
back
it," but
against
I
it,
wasn't sure after
I may have time
the
to
stuff
take
that we've
all
heard.
8 shots
Like if it
before
was an
Emma reaches
occupation, but yeah, if it's
She's
if we're the
fast.
shape-shifting detective, it means that we're
Too
just changing
fast
our
for
shape.
Jimmy to hit. She tore straight through his gut, pulling out his.
Chief's not there.
I grabbed his gun and ran. as
Okay,
she
let's
shredded
go talk to the
straight
chief to
latex
to
like
finish
paper
things off.
balls. There's no way I'm dying like that. No way. If 8 bullets can't.
Actually, I do want to try the chief and talk. We'll talk to Violet.
Hi, Hi. Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
She had already been here once. It was just a matter of time.
Nothing.
I
Okay, let's
wade
try
across the
Violet and
puddle
talk to the
gathering at
chief.
base of the ramp. My thumb caresses the
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
There's something about being shaped as Violet that makes me very, very happy. I don't know what it is.
The door from the west stairwell crashes open. I raise Jimmy's gun, but she's in cover before I can aim.
DuPont
Even
talking to
closer.
Zack. Could
My
try that.
first shot goes wide, but it's enough to send her sprinting directly for me.
Can I just
The
spend the
second
rest
shot
of the
clips
game
her
as
side.
Violet, please?
Hi, Hi. Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Her knees, just a few feet down slope.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand
Good call.
that you knew Dorota Shaw. What type of photos do you take?
Okay.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
One thing I really like is that the actor, when you're playing as like that actor, will read out the line.
Dorota Shaw.
I'm secretly female. I could be. Aren't we all?
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her? The scholarship to Juilliard. Was that the first time you met her?
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
Why is he acting so suspicious when he answers that question?
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography? Dirty pictures? Dirty pictures? Dirty pictures? Dirty pictures? Dirty pictures?
No. I do have a boudoir set though. Lots of clients like it. It's all very tasteful.
New ringtone.
I'll be looking into it.
Oh. The chief is interested.
You can sleep in it if you want. It's a proper bed. Not sure you'll find anything you're looking for though.
Oh, I thought the chief was implying that he wanted to have photos taken of him.
tall stone tower, and it just keeps
Diddy
going
Pictures.
up and up and up. And I
Not only
always
can I
look up
imagine it,
before I
Crafty,
reach
it's going
the
to be
top.
doing that
What do you think, Poe?
later today.
Well,
Okay, let's move on to the next chapter. I don't imagine we're going to learn much else, but that was a good call.
Quite a...
Unless someone has another suggestion of who we could talk to. Transformed as someone else. See, we don't even have the option to pick Lexie or Braun. This is a weird game. I think you watched me when I was playing The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker last year, I think it was. It's the same developer as that. You might remember this actress. Her name was Mariana in the game. Well, they said that they were supposed to do a tarot reading at 8. And that they were doing readings, like phone readings, when we went to talk to them. So it's one or the other. Imagine it's the phone readings. Her name is, or at least her stage name is Aislinn. Aislinn M. Death. Aislinn? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm assuming that's not her real name. Okay, let's return as to Sam. I'm really curious to find out more about Sam, also, this person that we're occupying.
From what
Where's it
area?
Oh,
Watched multiple videos of the Dr. Dekker game and did not realize the same actress played both characters.
Europe?
Yeah, that's her.
No.
Just trying to think.
A while ago we had a story.
Okay, next
from
chapter it is.